just to tell you what we know about hemodialysis, how to establish here, how really very laborious, very difficult. Can tell you with peritoneal dialysis is extremely simpler and simpler. When I just did, for example, first at the ورشة hospital before I went to King Faisal, the hemodialysis, it took me a long time because you have to look for the location, size, accessibility, feasibility. Then you have to look for actually where is the water treatment, what about this one? A really big one. I did 3 different dialysis units for our hospital, and I was actually involved in at least 5 charity units. So I know what hemodialysis is. It's very laborious, very difficult, and really expensive. PD is 1% of that work, believe me. So it's really not that much. It requires different action. If you look at the required PD program, when I built actually the university hospital, I wish that anybody if you come and visit our hospital in King Faisal, the University Hospital, where we have built with hemodialysis. When we started the PD program there, believe me, it was 1 room. Hemo is huge areas, PD is 1 unit. And number of bed probably the same. When we built the King Faisal Hospital, actually, I moved there, King Faisal Hospital. Again, I built it from the scratch there. It took me a long time to do it. But peritoneal dialysis, we have been going through. And believe me, the number of beds in PD was more than dialysis. So, PD requires no space. It requires actually maximum 2 rooms. 1 room for training, 1 room for the nurse, and bed for education. 1 for nurse, office, and education, and the other one, training and clinic, because there is 2 beds. So what you require actually any building ground, where you can accommodate at least 6, 24, 50 only 2 rooms. And rooms not big ones, small rooms. Okay? As I said, 1 for the nurse and clinic visit, which is like a clinic, and the other one for training, there is 2 beds in there. If you look at actually, that's actually the space you should. Doesn't require any water treatment, doesn't require anything. Doesn't require anything for the hemodialysis, you require water treatment plant. There's no requirement for water plant here. Hemodialysis is a big storage area, okay? For many those storage area. Why? Because right now, especially inside the river, we have delivery system. The patients, his address or her address is with the company. And we pay the company and they deliver the supplies to the end user, the patients. So actually there's no space required. It's directly from the company, home delivery. And even believe me, with the system of the home delivery in particular, I have patients 1,000 kilometers away from me. And I see them every 4 months or so, 3 months. Because when it comes to their homes, by the track delivery, and I don't know what. They just actually have a prescription. The company takes the prescription through the internet or through the fax and just deliver the supply to the patient directly. So you require actually small space area, which is maximum 2 rooms. Okay, you require actually no storage area, no water treatment area. But what you require is more important besides the space. Second thing important is the nephrologist. Now I will come to this. Nephrologist, because يقول العربي المثل العربي فاقد الشيء لا يعطيه. If you don't have a nephrologist who is really very much expert in PD or interested in PD, nobody will do PD. You have to have somebody to buy into the idea where that person can convince the patient and take good care of it. So the most important thing actually, one of the most important is the nephrologist. Third important thing for any PD program is the nurse. And actually, I'm not saying that because she's least important. Actually, in my judgment, she's the most important nurse. Why she's the most important? Because she is the one who takes care of the drug. And actually, the big investment you make in any particular nurse program is the investment in the nurse. Actually, I remember when I started in two different hospitals. I'll tell you about the second hospital, where at that time we had a fresh graduate from nursing school, which is really African business. So I took one of the girls there and I started informing about it. Because at that time I was one Irish nurse, I was hanging with her. So I convinced that Saudi girl, and she was really still young, 22, just graduated. I said, please go. Believe me, right now she's in charge. She got master's degree even from New Zealand. She's in charge of God. And actually I managed to convince 3 other Saudi girls. Why I say Saudi? because when I educate Filipino or India, she will stay 2-3 years and she go to America. I lose her. But for somebody native like what you have here, they will stay in the program, they will build, and they'll talk the language of the patients. They have actually, they will be the best. So third nurse actually to me is more important than the delivery care than the physician, the nephrologist. More important, believe me. Yeah. PD program is nurse. But why I put the physician number 2? Because without somebody who spearhead the project, take the with his hand and follow the project and pay attention, we will not do it. Unfortunately, there's conflict of interest. You allow me. Conflict of interest between the interest of the nephrologist himself and the interest of the patient. If you ask a nephrologist who have hemodialysis here, it isn't likely because they'll take some share of the patients. The correct one, if you have you already in charge of hemodialysis unit, and that hemodialysis you share or you co-share, okay, or you co-own, or you co-own. And of course you're not recruiting any deviation. Why? Because that's really touching your interest. Similarly in America, for example, data has shown beyond doubt, the reason, you know that America, the video penetration rate is about 10%, America. Canada about 40% sometimes. What's the difference between the neighboring country? Why Canada 40, here 10%? Because the system in America was before that give the physician, the nephrologist, $100 for each visit to the patient on dialysis. I give the nephrologist $100 again for seeing the patient every 2 months. So it doesn't make any sense. That's why I say conflict of interest. That's why if you want to establish a program, you have to have a fully dedicated nephrologist who doesn't make let the conflict of interest play a major role in the decision. So let's say in the space, nephrologist and the nurse. If we talk about the nurse needs to be very much trained. She needs to be very active, friendly, and she needs to be actually very well trained about the subject. She has to have different training different partners in order to achieve what we achieve. What else do you need aside now? Tell me. There's one missing thing. Fourth thing, which is as important as one, which is the PD catheter. And who puts the catheter? And is it the surgeon? Is it the nephrologist? Is it other biologist, for example? I'll give you a summary about all this now. Surgeon, of course, as I agree with Dr. Shahad, when he said that the temporary access should be obsolete for different reasons, trauma, infection rate, everything. Right now, actually, you can put the BD catheter, the chronic one, very simple, and you can keep it even for acute, and then remove that provision. You don't have actually that's acute catheter because associated with various problems. If we talk about, for example, the catheter, how we place them, we have different. We have surgically implanted, because surgically implanted is good. Problem high leak after the surgery because they open and you cannot use it for less than 4 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks after implantation. The better one of it is laparoscopic insertion, which I do it in Faisal implant, and we do it in King Abdulaziz University Hospital in Jeddah, where we do surgically laparoscopic, actually it's been. And there is also peritoneoscopic, that we can done by nephrologists also. But nevertheless, the laparoscopic done by surgeon also, it has 2 weeks chance of leak. So the surgeon, they can do this in the catheter. If you have one surgeon, you can train and show them how to do it, it's easy. But again, the problem is surgical catheter as a leak. We have much better than this right now, which is catheter placed by nephrologist. Well, that's actually supposed to be Dr. Abdul Wish from Saudi Arabia, who's the only person in Saudi Arabia who used to put he's putting his catheter himself at bedside. And I'll tell you something, he put it in the clinic. Put the catheter in the clinic until we go home immediately. Very simple, very, by the way, I'm trained to do it. And I put memory catheter before as bedside catheter, but I stopped doing it for the last 12 years because I thought various issues. But I used to put my own catheter myself, same like Abdul Wish is becoming very much interested in BD, while I have so different other interested myself, and he's just doing only BD, and he's putting almost catheter every other day. So it's putting lots of PD catheters, okay, at bedside. It can be done as outpatient or inpatient, and really people can go home. I remember in my training in Canada, I was putting a catheter myself bedside, okay, and easy to move. And believe me, that catheter has no leak. Bedside catheter will be why? Because you don't require surgery or other things, or laparoscopic or just start with the acute catheter, put the guide wire, dilate. After the dilate, put the catheter, tear away sheet, make tunnel. That's all. That's all the process. So actually, you need somebody to be trained, either the surgeon or the neurologist. I believe the training for the is not medical. Now recently we start to have actually also what we call the invasive radiologist. The radiologist start right now to put PD catheter. Right now we're training more radiologists right now to put it for us, so it will be actually an asset for us in case when it goes down there. So that's actually the requirement for PD catheter. You see, I mentioned it. Space, 1 or 2 rooms, 1 nephrologist who's really dedicated, 1 PD nurse dedicated, and the 4th one somebody who's really putting edge the catheter. Each nurse can at least take care of 20 to 25 patients. As I said, the international standard 1 to 25, the international standard, so to UK and everything. If you look to Mexico, 1 to 100. Okay? So they actually, no, that's not. For me, actually, in my hospital, 1 to 10, because we have too much nurses, and it's okay because they're using it in hemodialysis and other things in case they're really not really tolerant. But that's the ratio. So that's what you have to calculate, that every 25 patients we need 1 nurse. What's the nurse can do? What we have actually in the room where the nurse stays, she had actually television, DVD. She had, what's her role as a nursing at first of all. And she had what you call the dummy, explaining how the catheter goes, how it goes, how it drains. And she had also some schematic representation, had walls. But she has different roles. The first role she has, and first role is called PEP, Pre-Dialysis Education Program, PEP. And PEP has been shown beyond doubt that if you have PEP before you start dialysis, you increase your recruitment rate from PD significantly. Actually, I did this morning I didn't show all the data because I was hurried, but the casualty Italian study has shown when you provide PEP to your patients, they will select more PD than hemodialysis. This means that you have to have one nurse who's well educated, well trained, well dedicated, she will explain to before starting dialysis when they are seeking 4 to 5. They will choose the modality because they'll go PD. Then, because what she has this DVD and TV, she explains the process to them, what's the value of this one, because they don't have time. You are a nephrologist, you don't have time to explain this thing to them. The one who has it is the nurse. She can spend 1 or 2 hours in the patient until she convinces that particular person that to go PD. So her first function is PEP. And actually what I do in my clinic, CKD clinic, I have that nurse, PD nurse with me. Whenever I have patients who are going for 5, I send it to her. I said, Sarah, please take this patient. She go, patient convinced me. Okay? So that's the first role of the nurse, which is really education. Second one, which is she goes with the surgeon to the OR whenever there's BCAT. She makes sure about everything is really running fine, and she's actually as expert as surgeon in all particular work. Third role for the nurse, she's training of the patient. She will train the patient how to go for PD. And she will spend hours and hours. An average patient requires from 5 to 7 days for it to be fully trained. That's the requirement in our area. So 5 to 7 days training, every day require about 4 hours training. Okay? And sometimes you train the patient, sometimes the maid. And شغالة بيشتغل. Unfortunately, or the family member. The family member, we don't trust them. Why? Because they sometimes leave home. They go a year. So we trust actually 2 people. The patient himself or herself, or we trust the maid because she's with the patient all the time. So basically require for 5 to 7 days for it to be fully trained. The other function of the nurse, which is really as more than this one, she sees the patient on a monthly basis. She takes the weight, she takes an examine the patient before the doctor comes. Do all of the work, review all the medication, and when the doctor comes, takes him 10 minutes with the patient, and he makes the conclusion. and she does actually what you call PIT test. You know what PIT test? Peripheral equilibration test. She does every 6 months for 1 year. PIT test tell you exactly what kind of membrane you have. Is it high average, low average, high transporter, low transporter? So it tells you. She does a test over 4 hours time every 6 months for each patient. So that's one of her functions, PET test. And she do the what you call KT over V, the weekly KT over V. So she keeps a very good eye on the major term of well-being, clinical, take the pressure, take the weight, examine for edema, morphedema, fluid overload, do the PET test, do the blood. She sees him once every month. I don't see him. Believe me. I remember one lady, she had that time non-Hodgkin lymphoma, and she had infection. That almost 9 years ago. I put the catheter for her. One of the first few patients came quite well. I started I was with her all the time because she's one of the first few patients. It was very well. Then I didn't see her completely. And after 9 or 10 years, I found that when I was reviewing the computer, the patient did it, her name. Well, we got Najia here. Said, well, she came with first episode of pediatrics after 10 years. And believe me, I didn't see her for 10 years. She doesn't like to see me. She comes from Medina. You know, people of Medina, you know, I'm sure this one. The worst patient, the worst and the best patient in Saudi Arabia is Medina people. Why? They're because they're very nice people to talk to spend time with. They are very nice, talking, very soft people. But they're the worst because they don't follow your instruction at all. They like to go to Medina same night. So when they come in the morning, get everything done, and they're back to Medina. They don't like to sleep outside Medina. This is actually very common for Medina people. Okay? So that lady for that category. I didn't see her for many years. And the reason for that reason. She said, I can't wait for you. You're expensive. I have to go to Medina. So that's why actually 10 years I didn't see patients. My patient didn't see for 10 years. She was told by the staff, I'm quite comfortable with you, Mona, the nurse, to follow me. And they said, so I should speak one of my assistants, and done. 10 years and see her. Tells you how PD is very comfortable to the patient and for the physician and the patient. So that's the requirement basically of PD program. We have the space, 1-2 rooms, equipped with computer, dummy, something like that, illustrations, 2 beds, okay, 2 rooms. We need actually dedicated florists, dedicated nurse, 1 nurse to the patient. We need actually somebody who wants to make the country, and that's it. No space and cheaper, software, and believe me, I have the professor as many number of PD as hemodialysis. Very different. Wallahi, I don't know. Just like if they get to a better emergency room, and we have Bertrand X-ray, we dropped it to 1 episode every 65 days. Means that patient don't get episode every 65 every 4-5 minutes. So it's very necessary to Bertrand. This means that is no longer it's a mystery. It's a nursing issue. It's a vision of the problem. Once solve the problem, that's the way to go. And actually, I was interesting thing. I was inquiring with my nurse BD. Said, why the number is dropping in BD? I'm with you. Our number is dropping. And she must be both all the time here. Doctor, you know something? Those people BD, they are very lucky. They are the one who got transplanted. He was not transplanted. I don't know why. And I know why. Because hemodialysis, they get sometimes transfused in access problem, they get highly sensitized and they are transplanted. While hemodiation, they are very comfortable, transplanted very easily. And that's why probably 80% of our transplantation coming from the BD program for hemodialysis. That's why we put patients lots of BD, but they move very quickly. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, they are transplanted, they are gone. Without cytone or anything. So that's the requirement of BD. And I leave you with what I'm saying. I really thank you very much and be from this. Thank you.